Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio, and today is machine quilting day. I have a table runner on the quilting machine, and it's one made from basket blocks that I was using to test out a pattern. And this is going to go on my little dressing table in my bedroom. So I hope you'll stay with me, and I'll show you what I'm doing to quilt this little table runner. Okay, so here is my basket block. Now I made 3 tries. I did 3 tries on this block before I got it the way I wanted it, and then I repeated this block in the Christmas basket quilt, and I changed the piecing a little bit because with this one you have to make it into you have to make this part of it into 2 big triangles and then fit them together, and it's just easier if with these sections being broken up. So I'll put a link to the video on how to make this block in the corner up there, and you can see that. And then I've also put a link to the Christmas basket project, so you can look at that if you'd like. Okay, so basket blocks, there's all different ways you can quilt them, and this is kind of a narrow table runner. It's not very big. It's 13 inches wide, and my dresser, I have an antique dressing table in my bedroom, and I want to put this on there. I traditionally would put linen scarves on there, dresser scarves, vintage ones, but I'm kind of changing things around right now, so I want to put a little table runner on there. So this block is all ready to be quilted, and I've already quilted around each block to kind of stabilize things, so we're ready to go. And I'm going to do some continuous curve here in the handle part, and then I'm going to do, I think, just some outline quilting in these pieces. So and then some crosshatch here in the back. Okay, for the ruler I'm going to use this HQ mini scallop ruler. It has scallop edge here, and then it has a straight edge, and I like using this straight edge. So I'm going to first work on the handles, and I think I'm just going to do continuous curve. And then in here I'm going to just do some straight line quilting. So for those of you who quilt on your domestic machine, I think these are doable designs for you. Just gentle curves and some straight lines. So if you quilt on your domestic machine, I hope you'll try these out. Now for these bigger pieces, you can always do something different in them if you want. Okay, for here, you could do continuous curve, you could do straight lines. I'm going to do kind of like a Greek key. like that. Go back and do some more straight line. Okay, now here, let me get a ruler. Once again, I have my compass points here, and I'm going to get a air-soluble pen. And, okay, this is 6 inches long, so half would be 3. So I'm going to do this in 2-inch sections. So there's the 2, there's the 4, and 2 and 4. And I'm going to do the same over here. This one's a little bit smaller. This is this is what happens when you're testing blocks. Things don't always come out correct, or, you know, the same size. So then you wind up having to kind of fudge things a little bit, which is fine. Okay, and then do the same over on this side. Let's start here. Just trying to simplify things a little bit. So if I repeat the same patterns, it'll go quicker. Trying to decide the best way to travel. And then I just did stitch in the ditch to kind of define this, and then I'm going to go ahead and just do the same in this piece here. And I could have, you know, done the squares all the way around, but then I would have had to stop and start, and don't want to do that. So okay, there we go. And then I need to do some continuous curve in here, and then more straight line quilting there, and then this block will be done. So I'm going to go ahead and start down here. Okay, block is done. So just going to repeat it twice more and do the borders and the sashings yet. Okay, this is the scallop ruler, and I'm going to bring it in a little bit because I want the scallops to be in a little ways, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and I'm just going to flip it over. And let's see, where were we? So it's in the middle of this scallop here. I'm going to do it this way so it won't slide. I'll figure this out yet. Okay, and that leaves this a little puffed up, so I'm going to go ahead and come in and do a little bit of straight line quilting in here. There we go. So that's what I'm going to do for the sashing. And then I'll go ahead and do the scallop edge here. Now you can do that freehand. You don't have to have a scallop ruler to do this. So, you know, just use what you have. If you don't have that, then just do it freehand. It's just little bitty half circles. So I'm going to start here in this corner, and I'm going to do a little half circle by hand going over that corner, and then I'm going to bring this up. I'm using the first line on this scallop ruler and lining it up with the edge of the border here. And you notice I'm not measuring the quilt, seeing how it turns out at the end, because I can make adjustments when I get there. Okay, so here is the completed table runner. I've added the binding to it. It hasn't been sewn to the back yet, so that'll be done here hopefully in the next day or two. But here it is, all done. So, and I'll show you the back. I don't normally show you the back. I'm not sure you can actually see it because I just put white cotton on the back. But there it is. So I think it turned out really well. So I'm real pleased with that. And once I get this binding sewn to the back, then I'll be able to put this on my dressing table and see how it looks. Now this pink fabric that's in the borders and in the blocks is also on a quilt that I have on my bed, and it's a quilt that I made out of some blocks that my grandmother had sewn together, and she hand sewed them. So it's a cactus basket quilt, and so I bordered it with this fabric, and because I didn't have any vintage fabric, so I bought reproduction fabric to put that quilt together. So this matches that, so I'm anxious to see how that looks. So if you like this video, please click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes up, and share this video with your friends. In the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links, and to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.